Welcome to this deep stretch yoga class, focusing on stretching out the side body and the hamstrings. Before we begin, this is a slow practice, so please make sure you're dressed comfortably, that you're warm, and you have a couple of pillows nearby. If you need to hit pause to get set up, please do. Then bring yourself into a child's pose whenever you're ready. We'll set up our child's pose on our mat, legs as you like, either together or with some space between. Maybe you place a pillow down for the chest or forehead to rest on as you drop the upper body down towards the ground and stretch the arms forward along the mat. Taking a few moments here to settle in, any movement you need, as you start to focus on dropping the weight from the hips down into the heels. Whole body becoming soft as you bring the awareness to the breath. As always, this is your practice, so if you need to modify anything, please do. We'll open our practice with our 3-part breath. So all together, let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose, right down into the base of the belly. If you need to make space in your child's pose to allow the belly to expand, then please adjust. Then as you exhale, slowly draw the belly back into the spine. Another deep breath in through the nose, feel the belly expand. Then slow, controlled exhale as we draw that belly back in. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, belly draws in. On your next breath in, fill the belly first. And then keep breathing in, feeling your rib cage expand. As you exhale, see if you can release through ribs first. Belly draws in after. Inhale, filling belly. Then breathing up into the ribs. Slow exhale, ribs. Then belly. Inhale, belly. Ribs. Exhale, ribs. Belly. On your next breath in, fill the belly first. Then ribs. Keep drawing air in until you fill the lungs all the way to the top, right up to the collarbones. Then see if you can pour the air out from the top of the lungs first. Emptying out down through the rib cage, nice and slow. Belly draws in last. Inhale, belly. Ribs. All the way up to the very top of the chest. Slow exhale, chest. Ribs. Belly. Taking one more full breath in. Completely filling the lungs and holding on to the breath when you reach the top. You can hold this breath for a few more moments if you like, but whenever you're ready, you can release, letting everything go. Taking one last deep breath in your child's pose. And slowly rolling up through the spine to kneeling. If this position isn't comfortable for your knees, you can take any other comfortable seat. If the knees are okay for you and you want to stretch out through the toes and the back of the feet as well, you can bring the weight forward and tuck the toes underneath. Maybe use the hands to bring the little toes round at the edges. Lengthening up the spine nice and tall. Each breath in lengthens the spine. Each breath out, down into the toes, the backs of the feet. And from here, stretch your left arm up high. Lengthen right through the side body, opening through the armpit. Then lifting up, take yourself across to the side. So when we come into our side bend, think more about the lift of the side of the rib cage rather than just crunching down. Maybe fingertips come to the floor. You can either keep your gaze down or up to the sky, whatever feels better for the neck. And feeling into the sensations in your body in this moment. Maybe soften the gaze or close down the eyes to help bring that attention inwards. Last breath. And easing back up to center and changing sides. So stretching right arm up, reach for the ceiling. Lengthen the whole right hand side of the body, hip through armpit to little finger. Then start to reach up and over. Really nice. And breathing here. Last breath. And slowly releasing back to center. If you've had the toes tucked the whole time, well done. Let's release now. Give them a little scrunch. Ooh. Maybe a little tap on the mat. And circles through ankles. Then we'll bring ourselves down into a seat with the left leg tucked in and the right leg out long. As wide as you can out to the side, opening out through hips. And see if you can ground down into both sit bones, sitting even, tall spine. Activating the whole length of this right leg, so squeezing thigh, flexing foot, draw the toes in towards the body. Then we'll take a little twist away from this straight leg. Use the fingertips to help lengthen up through the spine. And then awareness on keeping this nice openness, this spiraling through the chest. Take the right elbow down to right thigh. Hand makes a fist as we rest the temple on that fist. You can always place your pillow underneath your elbow if you want to come up a little bit higher. Or you can bring the elbow down towards the floor if you want to come lower. So lots of options. Then take the top arm up and over. The bicep is just hovering above the ear. Really nice. Palm faces down as we reach towards the toes. Bringing it back to this opening, spiraling sensation through the torso, as if we wanted to shine our chest up towards the sky. From here, legs stay as they are. Spiral the chest down towards the floor and reach both arms towards the right foot. You can either keep this leg straight, catch onto maybe the calf, the ankle or the foot, or you can soften this leg now, bring a bend into the knee, maybe take your pillow underneath for support. And you can either hold strong and active, everything switched on, or you can allow the body to become more soft now, so letting this leg relax, and the spine to round down towards the ground and the head to hang heavy. Whichever option you choose, encourage the breath to become deep and slow. And each breath out, an opportunity to consciously ask the body to soften. For any areas of tightness to let go. taking one last deep breath. And really slowly working your way back up. You might use the hands to draw both knees up into the chest. Catch hold of the shins or wrap the arms all the way around. Big squeeze, maybe. We drop forehead down towards shins. And when you're ready, you'll come into that pose on the other side. So right leg tucked in, left leg out long to the side. Find both sit bones, even distribution of weight. Lengthen spine and take a twist away from that straight leg using fingertips. And check this left leg is active, squeezing thigh, drawing the toes in, foot flexed, really nice. Keep this leg active, chest spiraling open as we take the left elbow down to the left thigh or a pillow. Temple rests on top of the fist. Top arm sweeps up and over, bicep just above the ear as we stretch the arm long. Palm down, lengthening through the fingertips. Feeling the right hand side of your body expand as you breathe in. Right hand side of the body soften as you breathe out. Last breath. The legs stay as they are as we roll chest down towards the ground, stretching forward with both arms, catching hold of the leg, the ankle, maybe the foot. Option to soften the knee and place a pillow underneath for support if you like. And then you can choose to either hold the pose active, muscles switched on, or you can choose to let everything go, everything soften, and releasing down. Taking one last deep breath. Slowly starting to bring yourself back up. Maybe using the hands to bring both knees in once more. And giving yourself another squeeze. Maybe dropping forehead down to knees. Enjoying a few moments of stillness. When you're ready, find your straddle, taking the legs out straight and wide. And this will look different for everyone. You have the option to sit up on a pillow if you'd like to bring the hips up a bit higher. This can help if you're quite tight in the backs of the legs. Helps tip the pelvis forwards. You can either work with strong, straight legs, squeezing thighs, pushing down the legs into the mat and flexing the feet, toes drawing in. Or you can let the knees soften, maybe even have pillows under the knees and let everything become more relaxed. You can either work in your straddle sitting up tall, or you can take it forward into a fold, hinging from the hips. If you're working with an active pose with everything engaged, you might like to have the spine long, chest open as you hinge forwards. If you're working more with a yin posture today and everything is relaxed, you can allow the spine to round and the head to hang heavy. Maybe you pile up your pillows to have something for the head to rest on here. So take all the time you need to explore and get yourself set up into your straddle fold however you like. And finding a place where you can become still. Looking for a sensation of stretch down the inside and the backs of the legs, but not pain, nothing sharp. And so be kind to yourself as you play with your edge. coming into our final minute here. Last deep breath into belly. And taking all the time you need to ease up. And all the time you need to drag those knees back into center, nice and slow. And pausing for another hug, another squeeze. And whenever you feel ready to move, stretch the legs out long in front of you. Rounding down into both sit bones, lengthening up the spine. Let's start active. So squeeze the thighs, flex the feet, push long through the heels and draw the toes in. Whole leg length is pushing down into the ground as we sit up tall. Again, you can place anything you like underneath the hips to lift yourself up a little higher. Or if you want to take a bend into the knees, you can also support with a pillow underneath there. You can either work sitting up tall, or you can hinge forward from the hips, coming into more of a fold. Finding your edge. Using the breath. Really nice. Now, option one is to work here, everything active, engaged, long spine, strong legs. Option two, which you can take whenever you're ready, let everything soften. Maybe the knees bend, the spine can round down and the head can release. It can be nice to take the palms to face up, encouraging the body to surrender. Maybe you pop your pillows stacked so you can rest the chest or the forehead down. And bringing your attention into your body. Noticing areas of tightness or strong sensation. And seeing if you can send each breath out into those sticky spots. Each breath out encouraging tight muscles to let go. And coming into our final minute. In your own time, slowly start to ease yourself up. Drawing knees into chest. Big squeeze. And when you feel ready to move, bring yourself down onto your back. Arms out wide in a T or bent elbows, the cactus arms. Slide your hips over to the left. Left knee in tight to the chest. Slowly guide that leg over to the right. You can place your pillows here to give that knee some support, or you can just let the leg hang in space. Each deep breath into belly encourages the muscles to release. Maybe you'll feel that leg start to drift down towards the floor. Last breath. And taking all the time you need to ease back to center. Sliding hips over to the right. Right knee in tight to the chest. When you're ready, guide that leg over to the left. Encouraging the whole body to become soft. Whole body heavy. Last breath. Easing back to center. Stretch the arms up long, legs out long. Full body stretch, fingertips to toes. You might feel good to release through ankles and wrists. And then stretching even longer through the whole right hand side of the body. And then the left hand side of the body. And then both sides of the body together. And bring both knees into the chest. Catching hold of the shins or wrapping the arms all the way around. Big squeeze. It might feel nice to take a little rock side to side, massaging the length of the spine. And option 1 is holding here just as you are. Option 2, take the legs up into the air, soft knees, soft feet. You can hang out here in a gentle inversion. If you have a wall or some furniture handy, you can always prop your feet up against something for some support. Option 3, Halasana, taking the hands underneath the hips as we lift the hips up high. Legs reach out behind us in space, or we bend the knees and place them on the forehead. Maybe the toes come all the way down to the ground behind us. And whether you have knees into the chest, legs up, or you're in Halasana, encourage you to soften the gaze or close the eyes down and bringing your attention inwards. Watching each breath as it flows in, and watching each breath as it flows out. If you have the knees into chest or up in the air, you have 1 more minute where you are. If you're in Havasana, you have 1 whole minute to release, so move slow. Hands can support the hips, acting as brakes to slow you down. And there's no rush if you're still coming down. But eventually we'll all meet in another nice big full body stretch. Taking any movement that feels good. Final 30 seconds or so to take any final movements your body needs. And then you can start to think about getting yourself settled to end your practice in Shavasana, so spread out wide on your back. You might like to take those pillows under the bent knees for a bit of support. That can be nice for the lower back as well. Take as much time as you need to get comfy, to get cozy. And as the body becomes still, you allow the eyes to close down. And we'll drop into our Shavasana today with our 4-8-7 breath. So in a moment, if you'd like to join me, we'll breathe in for a count of 4, hold the breath for a count of 7, then take a really slow exhale for a count of 8. So starting with a nice deep breath into the belly, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today I'd like to continue reading to you from The Little Book of Happiness by Patrick Whiteside. Sometimes thinking leaves us bewildered. Let the bewilderment pass. Pause. Take a break. Let your mind work by itself. Contentment is a calm, deep, and more lasting form of happiness. Teach yourself to stay right in the moment, and you will enjoy contentment. Admittedly, this takes skill and practice. When the focus of your mind strays, this is bewilderment, the state of confusion, calm and happiness clouded out. Happiness and calm go together. When the focus of your mind strays from the here and now, happiness and calm are obscured. Human experience begins in the mind. Human experience dwells in the mind. What of the world outside the mind? There is no world outside the mind. We experience the world in our minds. What of the body? What of the brain? These are at one with our mind. So, to be happy, learn to use your mind differently. Teach yourself how to let your mind dwell in the present. Teach yourself how to let your mind dwell in each moment, undistracted, calm, focused, happy. How? To teach yourself how. Let your mind dwell in each moment. You can use your breath or your heartbeat as an anchor. Practice, and you will be happy. Sit quietly for a while, undistracted, every day. Ask yourself, on what does my happiness depend? Notice how your thoughts become troubled. When your thoughts start to lose focus, when your thoughts become troubled, take a rest. For the moment, let the question go. When you are able to reflect on the question calmly, ask yourself, ask if your happiness seems to depend on the thoughts, feelings, words or actions of others. Of course it does. Your happiness does seem to depend on the thoughts, feelings, words and actions of others. But that is an illusion. Happiness depends on a mind that is clear. Happiness depends on a mind that is clear. That is all. Happiness depends on a clear mind, like the still, reflecting surface of a lake. A lake on which there is no ripple of hatred and not a breath of desire. That is all. There is really nothing for you to learn that your mind does not already know. It knows how to be happy. Like you, it wants to be happy and calm. This is a mystery which no one need unravel. Be confident. Be patient. Accept the mystery. Accept the mystery. Simply dwell in the present moment and be happy. as you start to come back into the space around you. And you might like to bring some small movements into your fingers or toes. It might feel good to take a deep breath or a big stretch. And in your own time, keeping your eyes closed, carefully make your way up to a comfortable seat. Palms come together at heart center. And then as we bow our heads, let's take these last few moments to acknowledge something that we're grateful for today. Namaste.